Hi, I'm Mark Clegg and welcome to the Photographer Academy and welcome into Studio 2 in our Changing Room series. And today we're talking boudoir, hence the bed, of course, that's usually a giveaway. But we're kind of concentrating on a two-part film for you. We've created a three-sided studio, so we're concentrating on all the higher key. Now, I know behind here we've got the likes of an event background, whatever it be, just ignore that. It'll show itself off at some stage, but it's just there as actually a blocker, as well as to obviously possibly a dark background in a future kind of variety of shots. We're using two lights. We've got two ELC Pro HD Elinchrom heads. One's a 500 head in the highlight here. Yeah, we've only gone for the kind of the mid-size one, so the 7x5. And in the background, we've got another light, as you can see, the second light, as it were, and that's fitted with a Photix Raja 60x90 box. You'll see that come out at some stage because it's got the grids on the front. The key thing that we're doing is kind of getting going with flow, yeah? And we're trying to kind of break a client into the kind of the beginning of the shoot to make them feel comfortable and so on. So in the higher key, it's always light and bright. So remember, the higher key, we're talking about tonality of grey. So in other words, the higher level of grey is white, the lower level of grey is black. So we're concentrating on the lights and the brights. So using the bed at some stage, we put a checker floor down just to give us a little bit of a difference to it. And the highlight is going to both be a light source and a backlight source as well with it. We're going to start with Molly, who's our model for the day. Welcome back again, Molly. We're going to start by just kind of getting her into the netting to create a kind of a soft light. And if the client hasn't brought a white shirt with them, netting is a good way to kind of hide pretty much body parts. Not so much for all shoot, yes, unless there's for a bodycon reason, but really just to actually kind of, as I said, kind of soften them in to the actual shoot itself. So Molly, if you want to come into the shot, please. If you come into the netting and pretty much wrap yourself in a soft way in that net. So just grab a bit from each side. That's good. So we're shooting with the highlight light. So in other words, all the light is coming in from the right-hand side. Let's do a quick shot just to test everything works. So we should see the light coming through. Now, remember that we need to meter for the actual exposure of the subject's face. So it might have been set up from the last shot. So what we don't want to do is really create much post-production work following the shoot. So that's a stop and a half over, in fact. So I need to reduce that down by stop and a half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I can count. So basically now if I do the same shot and I do it again, turn the head, Molly, just a little bit more towards the light, darling. More. That's gorgeous. There. We've got the correct exposure, even though it might look slightly darker on the actual shot. That's just because there's no kind of fill light going off and things really. But we've got a nice image. If you're thinking it looks a little bit yellow or whatever it would be, remember, if light is coming through a surface, like a softbox, or in this case a highlight, if that highlight material has discolored or netting is discolored, you'll always have some kind of slightly off-white or a color cast within the image. Don't worry about that. We can do that in the post-production fix, or we can kind of get it done at the point of shoot in the image and things ready. So I've also got that secondary light. That other light is going to give me a totally different look and feel. But before I get there, let's just run through a few photographs so we can kind of create some nice images. So Molly, let's do that again. A little turn of the head back towards here. That's great. Loosen it out. So just bring the hands out towards the side. That's beautiful. Keep there for me again. Can you put the left knee forward more for me? The left knee, that's it, darling. Turn the hips around towards that way more. Lower this left hand more for me. That's gorgeous. Look towards that hand. Look straight at me now. That's lovely. I'll step in for the closer up shot. Turning the head to me, darling. It's lovely again. Looking down towards here. Beautiful. Let's turn your back to me. And we're going to be looking over your right shoulder, please. That's lovely there. Let's do it. And again, and bring some of the netting in front of you as if it's like a bathrobe-y kind of thing. That's lovely. Head back to me again. It's beautiful. Twist to me a little bit more now. And again, wrap yourself fully in it. So just keep turning. Turn, 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 turn. That's lovely. It's there again. Look away as if you're a bit shy. That's beautiful. It's there. And relax. Okay, let's concentrate now by using the secondary light. So that's the one in the photics box there. So it's group 1. So when I take this photograph, it's just the actual light in the box is going to fire. Molly, if you just move up to your left a little bit more for me. And we're going to turn to a profile position, please. Just turn that way. That's lovely. Keep the test. So this is going to look a little bit dark to begin with because I haven't done any lighting kind of calibration on it yet. So in other words, I haven't exposed for it. Let's see that one. So we can see it straight away. I can cheat. I could just open up the aperture straight away. It looks about 2 stops less. All right, so group 1 on here. Let's meter that. So that's given me 1.46. So it's a long way off the working exposure, yeah? So let's go 3 stops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And every time I'm pressing it, it's going up by a 1/10 of a stop. That's when I'm counting the 10s, yeah? So if we go back to this one again, meter once more, we got to our F4, all right? So let's do that same shot. Again, your back, Molly, to me if you can. Look into your left more, just a touch. It's gorgeous there. Let me just check it looks good. It's lovely. And again for me, keep it. Slightly turning back to me now, Molly, just a little bit. And just eyes to me a little bit. Beautiful. Can you just step into that netting for me? And almost wrap your bottom. So just bring some of it around the bum. That's lovely. It's there. Let's do it. Twist to me. That's gorgeous there. And relax. Right. So we've kind of begun the first pose. Let's bring the bed into shot. So Molly, I'm just going to push this in before you sit. Say again? Pardon? So let's just push the bed in. Molly, don't sit on it yet. Can you go onto that end for me? Is that right? If you just go next to this box first and just sit right on that end. Good tip to clients. It is a blow-up bed, so make sure that you've blown it up beforehand, yeah, but make sure that they know that. Don't sit right on the edge of the bed, otherwise it's guaranteed to be a bit of slipping off the bed job. Okay, let's quick test again. So remember, we're looking now to be lit by the highlight light, yeah? So let's meter once more, group 4. And the more you shoot in your own location, the more you're going to get used to actually what you need to increase and decrease and so on. Let's do the same thing. That's lovely. And again, twist to me a little bit more, Molly, with the whole body. That's lovely. Can you just be doing up one of the garters with both hands? Make it look real. That's lovely. Straight at me with the eyes again. Let's come in and shoot along here so it's flat light. Oops, there. Keep it closer up as well. Look away from me, please, darling. More. Just bring a left hand up to the bra strap now. That's lovely. And again, darling, keep it. One more shot. Beautiful. Okie doke.